Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today we're going to be doing some Spirit Charmer structure deck openings. So I'm really excited to open these up because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos with these. I'm going to actually do a opening this time, guys. You're going to get a $30 budget build, and you're also going to get a full deck profile of this as well, coming in the very near future. I'm really excited for this deck because it's really cool that Charmers actually got a full flushed out structure deck, because this is probably one of the coolest archetypes in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just in what it does. So without further ado, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there to become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below, because we have some awesome rewards for you guys, like getting your name description for every single video, getting a signed cards in the mail, or even getting a Twitch deck profile every single month through a patron, along with test hands. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So we're just going to open up one. You do get a variant card. We might open up all of them, but you actually do get a really cool variant card that is a ultra rare, which is why I might just go ahead and open all three in the video to show you guys that you get this really neat, like, random, you get a random token in the front, and then you also not only get a random token, but you also get a really cool mat. I love the mat. The mat is just really cool. So the mat is whatever the token is. So you get a different mat for every single one. That mat's actually really cute. It actually has two of my favorite ones on it, with Wind and Erica, I think is her name. But you get a mat with that, and then you get one of the tokens as well. I'm going to try and get all the tokens, because the tokens are just really cute. Like, this deck is just full of cute stuff, which I love. And then they get really cool because it actually has the Gaga Giga Go, I think is how you say it. It actually has his, like, art in there. He's actually right there, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and pop this open and see what the ultra rare, because the token is random, and then you also get a random ultra rare in here as well, if it will work with me. There we go. Okay, so the random ultra rare that we get is Win. Oh, we got Win. She's like my favorite. That's cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the reprints in here. So what you get always is you're going to get a random token, like I said, and you're also going to get a random ultra rare, which will be one of the alternative arts of the familiar Possessed, which is pretty cool that we got Win. So then you get the new ultra rare Awakening of the Possessed, which is a really cool card. Let's go ahead and get that to autofocus on him really quick, which this is one of the new ultra rares. Then you get the Fire one as well. Now, the really cool thing about these two is that they were actually reprinted, or not reprinted, but the Fire, or the Water and the Wind one were actually printed in the Dragons of Legends set, which is really cool, because now you have the Fire and the Earth one. Now, the Earth one is the really good one, I believe, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of the cards in this structure deck. So we're going to get the Grand Spellcaster Art, which is a really good card that negates your opponent's first monster effect that resolves each turn while you control a spellcaster type monster with 1500 defense. And during your main phase, you can reveal a spellcaster type monster from your hand, and if you do, you get to add one monster with the same attribute with 1500 attack or 200 defense from your deck to your hand. And if you do, the deck is then shuffled. Shuffle the revealed card into the deck, which is pretty good. I like that. We then get a new card called Spirit Charmers, which is basically all of the Charmers, with the effect to discard a card to take two cards from your deck with different names, each from each other, that are a Charmer, a familiar Possessed, or a monster, and or a Possessed spell or trap. Add one of them to your hand and set the other one. And then you get a super rare Raigeki. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know Raigeki was actually going to be a super rare in this. That's pretty neat. That reminds me of the old, like, the first time that Raigeki was ever printed was actually in LOB, which was Legend of the Blue Eyes, and it was actually a super. So that's really cool that you get a super rare old school looking Raigeki. You get a Possessed Partnership, which has the ability to special summon a spellcaster type monster with 1500 defense from your hand or graveyard in attack position or in face down defense position. And if you control a monster with 200 or more defense, or if you control monsters with 2 or more different attributes, you can destroy one face-up card on the field, and then you can manage this card from the graveyard to target a Possessed continuous spell or trap in your grave and place it on the field, which is pretty good too. Then that's pretty much it for these supers. For the commons, you're going to get each one of the charmers, which is pretty cool. You get the each of the possessed beasts, which is pretty cool as well, which is the familiars. You get the earth one, you get the water, fire, and wind, and then you get some fairy tale cards too, which is really cool because they have 1850 attack. Like Fairy Tale Luna, she's pretty much a staple in the deck that you're going to play as a 3 of, which is pretty cool. You get Fairy Tale Sleeper and Fairy Tale Rayla. Aruru is pretty cool, but they just like printed this, so this card's kind of weird to be in here. Dark Doriado, that's pretty cool. You get a Witch of the Black Forest. I like that as a reprint. That's pretty cool. Effect Veiler is a good reprint in there. That's actually a notable reprint. Denko Sekka is pretty cool as well. Awakening of the Possessed, I actually have these in ultra rares, which is nice. But getting a common reprint in here is very needed. Secrets of the Secret Village of the Spellcaster. Actually, I'll notice, like, this is really miscut too. Like, this side is really large and this side is really thin. Like, Konami's been doing that a lot recently, and this is really, like, mine's like kind of miscut. The commons are Spellbook of Knowledge, Terraforming, Book of Eclipse, Twin Twister is pretty cool. Dark Ruler No More, now that is a really good reprint in here. I'm really glad that they put that in here. Unpossessed, that's going to be a good card. Spiritual Art, that's pretty good. Of Earth, you get water and fire and wind, which is pretty cool. Metaverse is a really good reprint as well. Dimensional Barrier is a good reprint. Warning, I wish this would have been Strike. And then you get one each of the familiar possessed between the earth, water, fire, wind, and then you get a Duel Links card, and you get 2 Duel Links cards. Well, actually, Legacy of the Duelist and Duel Links, which is kind of cool. And then they advertise Phantom Rage as well, which is kind of cool. But the cool thing is you can actually use this as a token. But if you're going to get 3 of the structure decks, you might as well use the tokens that are in here as well. Like I said before, I'm going to try and get all the tokens just to have for a collector's purpose. But let's go ahead and really quick. We didn't go over these 2 really quick. Let's go over these 2. So what they do is kind of neat. They both kind of share kind of a similar ability, but they have the ability that you can special summon this card from your hand by sending 1 face-up spellcast type monster and 1 face-up level 4 or lower earth monster, where this one sends a fire, this one sends an earth. And it has the ability that you can only use the following effect of it once per turn. When this card is special summoned by a card effect, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard, but negate its effects, which is this particular monster's effect, where this one, when it's special summoned by a card effect, you inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of 1 monster your opponent controls. So they kind of share similar effects, which is kind of cool. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, revealed to graveyard, you can add Spiritual Art Earth, where this one lets you add a Spiritual Art Fire from your deck to your hand. So the only unique effect is the first effect of this card and having to send a particular for instance, this one has to send a fire, and this one has to send an earth, and then this one has the ability to revive something, and this inflicts battle damage, or inflicts effect damage, which is kind of cool. Let's really quickly pop open those other 2 structure decks and just see what we get in the other 2 structure decks, because I kind of am interested to see what the variant mats look like, because we only got 3. I'm probably going to have to order my other ones offline to get. I'm not really worried about the mat, but I'm more concerned about is this one gonna be earth and fire? Yeah, we got earth and fire on this one. That's cool. Oh, that's neat. I like that. That's super cool. I like that. Okay, so maybe we'll get the fire charmer in this one. Maybe we'll get her. Hita. Let's see if we can get Hita in this one. I wish they would have included all the Link monsters in here too. That would have been super nice. Let's see if we can pop this open really quick. Hold up. I got a little bitty pencil. Yeah, no. This is what college does to you guys. This drives you to use a pencil that much. Let's go ahead and see what we can get in this one, because that's the only variant. I'm not going to go through the whole structure deck again, but let's go ahead and just see what that variant ultra rare is, because that's kind of cool. Okay, so they've never done this before, where you get a random token and you get a random ultra rare. So okay, you're going to get this token right here. And then we got Hita. Okay, I knew it was going to be Hita because she was on the token. That's pretty cool. And then the structure deck is exactly the same as before. The entire structure deck is totally the same, except for the random token, which our random token is right here. And then maybe we can get the water one. Let's hope for the water one or another win. Because Win is actually, I would have to say Win is probably my favorite out of them all. I'd have to say probably Win. I don't know. She seems to actually be the most advanced out of them all, too. And really quickly, too, there is... How many random tokens are there? I don't even know. 5 ultras, fixed, 1 of 4 fixed ultras, and then double-sided game mats, you get 1 of 5. So you can get 1 of 5 game mats. And then we got the same one on this one. We got the same exact game mat as the last one, but let's see if we get a different... let's see if we get a different one of the ultras. And then we'll be good, guys. Let's see. Let's see if we get a different ultra. Because I'm actually really interested to see if we get a different ultra. Okay, there we go. We got under that plastic. Man, they have really upped the plastic. I really wish they would work on that with their, like, I don't know. Hold on 1 second. I really wish they'd work on their centering on their cuts, because they've been working really bad on the centering of the cuts recently. But I mean, they're still working very well. The cards still are really high quality as normal. So let's go ahead and see what we get. So for the last one, we're going to get... Oh, we got her! Yes! That's the one I wanted! Cool. Okay, so I got the exact charmers I wanted. I wanted wind, water, and fire. That's pretty cool. Like, I didn't get the earth one, but I'll get an earth one offline, but I wanted at least one of each of the ultras, and I'm going to try and get the tokens as well. So that's pretty much it for this opening, guys. That's the variant ultras that we got. It was different ones. Like, I think that they're doing like 2 in each box. I don't know exactly. I bought all these from the same case. I went over to, like, I think I went to Walmart and got these. But yeah, you can get one of each probably from a case. I don't know if they have the ratios are weird or anything, but I would imagine it'd be 2, 2, 2, and then 2 of the earth one per box, because I think it's 8 per box. So anyways, guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely be on the lookout for a $30 budget build of this deck that is going to be coming up very, very soon on the channel. And don't forget to check out that Patreon down in the description below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.